Hey guys, and welcome back to The Consequence of Love. I'm the wife.
And I'm the husband.
And today we're talking about our family life. Not necessarily ours, but how we grew up.
That would be our family, right?
Yes. I meant like not ours, but like our past family lives. Yes.
And just... I lost my train of thought.
Yeah. The differences between, I guess how we were raised and similarities,
But before you continue listening, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you don't know, we also are on Spotify and maybe Google Podcast and maybe iTunes. I don't know. But for sure Spotify.
I think we are,
yeah,
but...
for sure Spotify.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to watch the video format, you could always listen to us on Spotify and maybe on your way to work. Maybe on your way home from work.
Maybe on your way to get Jack in the Box. Pick me some up.
Ooh, I can go for Taco Bell right now. And we're just some people talking about our life experiences and our perspectives on things. And we hope that maybe some of them will help you when you, or if you are going through some of the things that we bring up. And maybe you have something to say about the things we say.
Yeah. Or help you better understand, I guess, that you're not alone. Whether, you
are going through a tough time.
Yes.
Or you have kids. So you're going through a tough life. But if you have maybe some input, let us know. Leave a comment down below. Send us a message on Facebook.
Yeah, let us know how we're doing.
Yeah. Come talk to us.
Yes.
It's lonely at the bottom. That was going to say at the top.
Nope.
Alrighty, honey. How about you start us off?
Okay. So, obviously, we're talking about a little bit of our past. Kind of getting more, I guess, into detail, I would say. For me, I'm a really big holiday celebratory person. My husband is not really. I never really understood it, and he never really understood why I did.
Never thought about it.
Yes. There you go.
Oh, for you, yeah. For you, I never understood. For you. For me, I never thought about it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so for you, were holidays a big thing in your house?
No.
Do you know why? Or did you even ask? Do you care?
No, I guess I never thought about it. Never. I don't know.
No.
I mean, Easter. Actually, Easter was a big thing.
Okay.
Always got dressed up for Easter. Probably a ton of pictures of us dressed up for Easter Sunday.
Okay.
Christmas.
Okay.
Because we used to have Santa Claus come over to my house. I got the hookup.
Shout out Santa.
And Thanksgiving.
Okay. And then were they ever at your house specifically? No. Did your mom ever go crazy and decorate? Or
no.
No?
So, I didn't have to think about that one. I obviously almost misspoke earlier about not really celebrating things, but Easter, Christmas, and Thanksgiving is things that I can recall unequivocally. But my mother and my parents, but to start there, my parents didn't really decorate the house that I recall. I could be wrong, so if you're watching, Mom, sorry, I don't remember. And even when we went to go to Thanksgiving or Easter or Christmas, I don't really recall decorations, other than my grandmother for Christmas likes to do the little village.
Okay, like this little ceramic or like the Jesus, like the, I forgot what it's called. All of them.
The, not the bassinet, the,
manger?
Yes.
I forgot
the manger. Yeah, the manger, and then the little city. That's what my grandma did for Christmas. And then November, we just went to my grandma's house and ate.
Okay, so everything's at your grandma's house?
For the most part.
Okay.
Whenever we do it, when growing up, whenever we did activities, it was usually at my grandma's house. Sometimes at Rachel's. And I don't really recall if we went to Terry's house for the big holidays. Easter, because Easter was just Easter. It was just wherever, random places sometimes. And then, I don't know. I know we used to go to, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cut that.
Yeah.
What about you, honey?
Yeah, obviously it's a big thing for me, as my husband knows. Every holiday for the most part, 4th of July, Easter, St. Patrick's Day. You know, obviously we didn't like party hard or like go
You're
to a
not
party
Irish.
every time. Yeah, no, exactly. But like cute little things for my
Cultural
grandma.
appropriation.
My grandma would like
Cancelled.
my grandma and mom would have like little pins that were green or like hair ties. Oh, you know, don't get pinched. I'm gonna pinch you. Kind of like little
Yeah.
cute little things. Are like on my way to school. Here you go.
I
Wear
mean, I
this.
wore
you
green
know?
shirts. Does that count?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, but like it's, I don't know.
I
It
guess it.
depends.
Is it like,
No,
okay,
yeah.
I'll say
Yeah,
that's for me
never
to
mind,
either
yeah.
yes or no.
Yeah, but like I said, that's where like, I guess my mom and grandma would go out of their way and do it. You know what I mean?
To decorate.
They'd
Well, yeah, to
buy
decorate your house,
it
right?
And
Yeah.
then be like, here you go, leave it on the table. Like there's one for you, and you. You know, you know, things like that. And like Christmas obviously was huge because it was my sister's birthday. You know, so it was birthday, and then Christmas morning. You know, that was a big thing. And obviously Santa came once in a while, and then
Once, like, you didn't get presents? Or?
no, we like
Okay.
every year Santa came, but
Yeah,
to
yeah,
visit.
yeah.
He
He
was a
only,
busy
he only
man.
hung out
He
with
was
you.
a very busy man.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
too busy at my house.
And then yeah, and then Easter, of course. We didn't have much family, so it was mainly my grandparents, me and my sisters, and my mom and biological dad at the time.
Mhm.
You know, so, and then for a while my uncle, because obviously he went to the Navy later on and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, so that was pretty much it. It was just us, and you know, every time we could, we would just be a family. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have a lot, but
But you had decorations?
yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. Decorations. My grandma, like even to this day, no one's in the house. It's just her and my grandpa, and she still does eggs just for decorations. You know, she's like, then we'll eat them later. You know, she's like, I just want something
Cute.
pretty on my table. You know. But yeah, even then I remember like when you first got in the army, we had no money for our Halloween or anything. I remember like cutting out from the packaging or whatever we got, like making tombstones.
Does
or
that count as a
decorations or-
holiday? Okay, because my parents like Halloween.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they do Halloween.
Okay, yeah. They told me, obviously, later on in your life, they really liked Halloween because they like to go out. And obviously, I don't know, obviously, leave you guys home or whatever. And you were grounded for like the past like couple Halloween, so they couldn't. They're like mad at you for that. or
Yeah, my
something.
teenage years, I was always
Yeah.
grounded. But that does remind me when you said that. I didn't think that Halloween counted as a holiday. But yeah, so they love decorating. My dad used to have this skeleton, a blow up skeleton, and he used to try and put a string through the door, I think, and try and like make it move
Oh, okay.
when people came to get candy.
Yeah, so they were a little. Okay. But like, did you guys like trick or treat? Oh, yes, you don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I remember trick or treating.
Would you do it in your neighborhood? Would you go to your aunt's neighborhood?
That's a good question.
Or was it always
I
in yours?
Only remember a handful of times.
Okay.
Just because like I was little.
Okay.
Because once I was a teenager, I was grounded. So before then, I could only remember a handful of times. Wasn't really my favorite time of the year. Wasn't big on scary movies and like scary things. And Halloween's everything that is scary. So
Okay. But yeah. So, no, yeah. So I would say like, yeah. So what would you consider? I guess only big holidays.
I mean,
Obviously, Groundhog's Day. No. You know, like.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess I consider holidays like, yeah, like Christmas, like
Christmas,
like
Easter.
national
That's
holidays,
it,
not
kind of.
not national celebrations.
Like Valentine's.
No, that's not a.
Oh, well,
Is it a
yeah.
holiday?
I don't know.
No,
like-
you don't get a day. The things you
No.
get days off for.
Okay,
Things you get days
gotcha.
off for is a holiday.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, those are holiday. That's literally what those are called. I'm fairly certain.
Mm-hmm.
Fact check. Mark Zuckerberg fact check
I'll
this
call my
shit.
grandma right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I don't think. I mean, if we get into the literal definition, like I don't think Valentine's Day is a holiday.
I don't know. I don't know. We'd celebrate.
Yeah,
so
so
cute. You know what I mean?
I'm
But like I
curious
said, it's
about
just-
this now. Like
yeah.
I generally want to know now. St. Patrick's Day, I think, is a holiday because something happened in Ireland or wherever that's originated, Scotland. I don't know. And something happened at that point. Oh, but that's Christmas, isn't it? Old Saint Nick.
I don't know. No.
Even though
I
Nick
think
is
it
different
depends
than
on-
Pat.
Yeah,
but
I think it's like no. Jesus. Oof.
I don't know. But yeah, holidays. Those are what I think of: Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. That's it. Maybe New Year's.
Oh, okay. now that I guess obviously we're together, you're a dad. Do you like the fact that I guess I don't go all out, but I mean, I kind of you don't care. So
I think it's cool. I think it's cute. You know what I mean? I have no negativity towards it.
Yeah.
Probably nothing but positivity. But I'm a simple man. I don't give a shit. Do it, cool. Don't do it, whatever. The things I'm happy about is that you celebrate birthdays really big, because I never did.
Mm-hmm.
At least I don't recall, Mom. Sorry if you're watching. I don't know. I don't recall. I recall birthdays. I'm not saying you didn't do anything for me, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't recall a huge birthday party. I remember a few shared birthday parties that were big, but I don't have clear recollection. I'm also 30, so I don't know.
Yeah, and obviously, like, big celebrations aren't, like you said, you don't not care for them, but you're kind of like whatever.
Yeah,
so that's why you probably wouldn't care for them when you were little either.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I'm sure I would have cared for them as a kid.
Yeah.
If you think of a kid loves that kind of stuff. So I would assume I would have, maybe, and also did like that stuff. I just don't remember. But I'm happy that you do celebrate birthdays, because you do good things for the kids. I don't think about that stuff. I just go money, stuff,
Yeah.
toys.
Yeah.
And I don't think about like the streamers and the balloons and the.
Yeah, I love doing that. I don't know why, but
I'm glad you do, because I don't.
So like, when obviously I know, like, you, when we first got together, even now you're just like, you don't celebrate your birthday kind of thing, or you don't care. When I do it for your birthday, are you happy about it?
Yes. I don't personally care. I don't like. It's gonna sound contradicting because I'm doing a show, but I don't care for the attention. I don't necessarily want attention. I'm just also not used to it. Other people, like other relationships, people did things similar to you where they did big things, but I still wouldn't. I mean, even now, I don't really want you to do things for me.
Yeah. I guess I
understand. I just kind of
It's like annoying for you.
No, I just don't care.
Okay. Thanks.
Like, I'm appreciative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm appreciative.
Yeah.
I just, if you gave me a rock, or if you gave me a room full of balloons, I would. Okay, cool. Nice balloons or nice rock. I don't know.
Yeah. You'd be like content either way. Like, you'd be like,
yeah, I'd just be happy that you're there.
Yeah. Okay.
If people just, like, for instance, like in the movies, it's always like, surprise birthday party, look at all this stuff. It could just be people that I like in a room.
Okay, gotcha.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
definitely.
a party. It doesn't have to be anything like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm what I talked about before. I don't really know what the causation is or what the thought process is behind it, but I just can care less. Yeah. I just don't think of that stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Interesting. Oh, well. What about, like, celebrating with your grandma?
No.
No?
Just, if it has to do with me now, I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
And then again, like, I mean, part of what makes me feel so guilty about everything is that I don't do what I should do for everybody else. I just assume no one else gives a shit too.
Gotcha.
You know what
okay.
I mean? And I feel bad that I don't call, like, I didn't call Zach for his birthday recently.
Yeah.
Just passed. You know?
Yeah. Well, you thought about it, but
No.
I thought you did. You said that.
Sorry, Zach. No. And we have a friend coming up this weekend. Didn't think about it. And we've had friends pass. I haven't, like, even on Facebook, it reminds me. Like, until recently, I just ignored it. Okay, cool. It's that person's birthday. That's awesome. I think positive thoughts, but that's it. Never took action. Recently, I've started to, anytime I see someone's birthday come up, I've made a conscious effort to say happy birthday, because I'm now realizing I should.
That we love people. Yeah.
I mean, I've always known that. Like I said, I just assumed people were like me. In general, I don't celebrate.
Okay.
What, you want to talk about your stuff? I'm not good at this. This isn't like a topic.
No,
like, this is
that's fine,
interesting to me, but I just don't know what to say. So,
like I said, it's just, And for me, it's just always been, like I said, my grandparents, my mom and dad, and my sisters. That was
I
it.
know
So
who's
it's
in your life.
well, I know, but for the most part, we never had. Well,
Oh, but tell about your birthdays. You asked me about my
Okay,
birthdays. So now you do your half.
yeah. So like obviously, my mom always went all out for her birthdays. Mine was in summer, so I remember this, especially this one time we had like a pool party. You know, it was great.
Must have been nice.
It really was.
I didn't have a pool.
Oh, I didn't have a pool. We were in Mexico. We went to the community pool and we got snuck in. Yeah, that was really fun. I shared it, I think, with one of my other cousins, but I didn't even mind. I was just like, damn, look at this cake. Like, this is huge. I was like, and we get pizza? You know, I was like, what? And then I dove in, and then my swim trunk bottoms got sunk to the floor, so my cousin had to dive in and get it.
Hey, could you hanging out?
Yeah, I was like 10. No.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, just
Cut
about
that
to
shit
be,
out.
fatherless. No, just kidding. Just kidding. I was kidding. No. No, just like that was really funny. But yeah, I remember that one the most. And obviously, I remember one time in the apartment at Ariel birthday cake because I'm awesome. And but yeah, no, like I said, it was always like mom would pick you up and she'd be like, "Good morning," you know, like little things like that, and like I don't know, just loved it. And then same thing with my little sister, and like yeah, like it was always like a big thing. My grandma still sings to me, you know what I mean? Like
so awkward.
why is so awkward?
I mean, it's cute. It's not bad. It's just awkward. Like when they call me for my birthday, I'm like, okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, because you're not used to it. Like, yeah, but like I said, all my life, my grandma's, you know.
Why is it awkward?
But yeah, so yeah, no, it's always been a big thing to me. But yeah, who were you closest to growing up?
Out of who?
Your whole family, or who would you say like?
Out of all 500 cousins and
yeah, out of everyone in your life. So even in like the beginning, were you like closest to one cousin, and then it switched to you got to your preteens, teenager, adulthood, so on and so forth, or was it constant like
growing up?
Your grandma,
I was close to my cousin Alex.
Okay.
And also my cousin Jeffrey. I think just because we're closest in age.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then everybody moved away, essentially. Or my dad got mad at somebody and we didn't talk to him.
Okay. Yeah.
And then oh, that makes sense actually. Yeah, so now that I think about it, so either they started moving away or my dad got mad at them or at somebody, and so we didn't talk. Then I got closer to my mom's side of the family.
Okay.
And then,
so you were originally closest to your dad's side.
well, now I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know how old I was at those times, but I remember lots of different occasions with my cousins Alex and Gabe and all their brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And then at one point basically just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jimmy and Jay would be next to or closest to my age group, as well as being males.
Okay.
So not gonna really bond with Kirsten because she was a nerd, and then Sandy because Sandy scared me.
Yeah.
With the bugs.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, basically they just teased me because I was younger, and so I just bonded more with Jimmy and Jay. Jason because me and him both like sports, and then Jimmy because we both like video games. Jay did too, but he liked more sports.
Gotcha.
But anyways, yeah, that's who I was close to.
Okay. And that was about it. Like. Okay. After that, did you like distance yourself from the family, or not? Like, or like got older? I guess like teenage years and went with your friends.
Yeah, just got older. I mean, because even until moving away, until everybody moved away. So, like I said, my dad's side of the family, either they moved away or my dad, I don't know what the right word, disowned them or whatever. We just didn't talk to him.
Yeah, just lost touch. I would say just.
No. My dad would get into an argument with somebody, and then
trying to be nice.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then for my mom's side of the family, and then we moved away.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I took you over to Terry's house, didn't I? They were at their apartment by that time. I think,
yes.
by the time you met them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we used to go over all the time, hang out with them, and then we all just got old.
Okay.
Now I don't talk to anybody.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No. For me, like I said, it was my sisters. You know, I've always been close to Oli. Obviously, when we were younger, we were closer in age, so we were a lot closer. Not saying that like me and Carla like never talked, but like we were just
It's easier.
Yeah, we're like twins pretty much. Like everyone describes us like twins. Like she would say something, or we'd be thinking the same thing. It would be like, "Oh snap, you gotta sing another song or something," you know, because we'd sing the same song at the same time or
When
something.
you say
like,
that too, actually, I think one time you sent me a picture, or
Uh-huh.
somebody sent me a picture, and it was Oli, and I thought it was you.
Oh really?
I was like,
Yeah.
"So girl," and I was like, "Wait a minute," or you
That's
said,
my sister, yeah.
yeah. And some, I feel like it was something like that.
Yeah.
We were like, "Oh, my sister sent you a picture." I was like, "What?" Or you're like, "Why do you have a picture of my sister?" I was like, "What?" I don't think maybe it wasn't
Yeah,
like
no.
that, but it was
Yeah,
something like
gotcha,
that. I
yeah.
remember. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, no, it was Oli. Obviously, both my sisters, forever, and then my grandma. I'm really close to my grandma. Like even now, like I said, like just really close to my grandma. Just I don't know. We just kind of like bonded. I guess over just family stuff, like wanting to know things about our past or things like that. Or I just listen to her when she just needs to talk. You know what I mean? So we just kind of bonded on that kind of stuff, and you know, things like that. And obviously, she's my grandma. And then and I was always like a mom's girl, you know. Like even I was talking to my biological dad the other day, and like he even said that I was always with my mom, kind of thing. Olivia was always with him in the garage and rocking out or spray painting the Harley or whatever, you know what I mean, at the time. So
Yeah.
she was always with him, and I'd be like, Olivia, let's go play dress up, and she'd be like, no, I'm in the garage. And I was like, ugh, gross, you know, or like boy stuff, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It was boring. Like I don't want to work on the bike, so I'd go and play with my Barbies and watch Zoom or something, whatever. But like, no, I'd wait for my mom to come home, and once she got home, I'd be like, Mom, you know, like I just loved it. Though every time she came home, she was a mail carrier, so she would have a certain scenter. It was sweat. I didn't realize it when I was younger, but it was sweat. And so every time she hugged us, she smelled like sweat and perfume. But she always smelled so good. She's like, I smell gross. Let me take a shower. We're like, no, you know, because that's just the smell we know of her, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
but yeah, so like I said, I was always close. So like it just depends, you know. But for the most part, people that are I'm close to now or who I'm close to, you know. And then obviously my grandpa, because you know he was the male figure in my life, you know. And then through high school or middle school, I had a best friend. She was amazing. Obviously, we got along really well. I don't want to say her name just in case. But I like, sorry, I don't want to, but yeah, I spent like a whole summer at her house pretty much. Like I didn't even go home. Like I didn't realize I wasn't even home, you know?
Yeah.
And we just bonded and like sleepovers, stay up to like 2 a.m. and like walk across to the liquor store. I almost got hit by a car. Sorry, Mom. And just stuff like that. It was really crazy, but yeah, so it was her. And then obviously different people in high school. So that's about it. Like obviously it just changes and things like that. But I've always been close to like, I guess my sisters, you know, so that's all, yeah.
Growing up, when you were experiencing the discipline or any aspect of your childhood, was there ever something that you were like, I'm never going to do that to my kids? And then now you either do it or don't? Like, did you ever think, oh, I'm never going to spank my kids?
Oh no, I knew I was going to spank them.
I knew
That's
they were
just-
going to be bastards. I needed to beat.
Yeah, no, I just, like I said, I just knew that's just styling that just worked for us, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know any other way, you know? And for the most part, like, I don't know. I don't know.
Was there anything that your parents... Was there anything your parents did while you were growing up that you're like, I'm never going to do that to my kids, or I'm not going to do this around my kids, or whatever? As an extreme example that's not true, like heroin. I'm never going to do heroin in front of
Oh,
my...
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm never going to watch Jeopardy in front of my kids because it's bad TV or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, something... Is there anything that you can think of that you're like, oh, I would never do it? And it doesn't have to mean that you did end up doing or did not do. Just like it could be something funny. Like, just
Yeah.
anything.
Um,
I can give you an example if you want, like in my life.
yeah, I'll say you go first because for
Okay.
me,
So like, I thought, oh, I'm never gonna be my kids. I'm never gonna get the kid. Cut that out, because someone's gonna
Yeah.
think we'd be like kids. For me, I thought I'll never spank my kids. I'll never yell at my kids. I'm never going to treat them the way my parents treated me. I'm always going to make sure they're loved and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because when I was in trouble, I thought the worst of everything.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. But of course I was doing something wrong. And of course I deserved the discipline that I received. And of course I'm going to give my children a very similar discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to think I wouldn't. But I think to an extent I probably know I was going to do something similar. But
you should know what.
yeah, it's just one of those things where you always think like, oh, I would never.
Oh.
Or just like when other young couples who think, for me, when I read about people going, if your kids are old enough to get spanked, then they should be old enough not to get spanked. Because then they understand, or some bullshit like that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, they do understand the difference between right and wrong, but they still do it.
Yeah.
So what do you think is going to stop them? Please, Johnny, don't stick that knife in your eye. No, don't. Oh, well, you see, now you know the consequence of that action. You no longer have an eye.
This is why you have one eye, Johnny.
Yeah. It's not realistic. It's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible.
Yeah.
There are some kids that are angels. But if you're a parent, you understand that's few and far between.
Yeah. Definitely. No, like, nothing I can think of personally.
I'll never live in an apartment with my kids.
Oh, no. Like I've never ashamed of my mom.
No, that's not the thing about being ashamed of.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I was never like, I'm never like gonna do that because she, or blah blah blah, you know, because
what about when she told you not to wear your punk clothes and
yeah, so
that's what I'm saying, like, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Definitely, like, I just forgot about that. That's what's okay. That's a good one. Yeah, for me it's just like a form of expression. So yeah, no, that I wasn't like, I'm never gonna tell my kids not to do that. I'm just kind of just like, no, I'll be fine. Like, it's just kind of a learning moment for me. If my kid wants to wear a fucking tutu to school. So
now if Andy comes to you, 15 years old, she wants to wear a thong and a bra to school.
That's...
What's the difference?
Yeah, no, she can wear that as long as no one sees it.
Hell no, that ain't gonna happen.
That's different as long as no one sees it. Because
what do you mean no one sees it?
I was always afraid to wear... Why should my daughter be afraid to wear underwear?
Because I don't want
no one should see it.
Because I don't want... If she's wearing nothing but a thong and bra.
Oh, I thought you meant under her clothes, homie. Be more specific. No, like I said, yeah, no, definitely not. Like, obviously, like, I wouldn't want her to, you know, because...
And that's kind of like where I'm trying to take that conversation. It's just like, and that's interesting because you brought up a certain way.
Yeah.
And sometimes you disagree as a young person and you think, I can do it better. And then it gets there and you're like, just kidding. I can't. They did it for a reason.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah, I was like, because obviously she wanted to walk out. It's like on that movie, Culver Street, where the daughter's going out and she's wearing like this big of a skirt and it's snowing. You know, he's like, can you go put some shorts on? She's like, or pants on. She's like, I am wearing shorts. And he's just like, not from Baby Gap, you know? So, but yeah, no, like, yeah, no, it's true. It's always, it's like, for me, it's like, yeah, I'm more, I guess, scared when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, my older sister, like I said, had this skirt. I think I brought it up in another episode. And it was like cut up, kind of short. She would always get in trouble for it in high school. But so I was just like, it was just a skirt when I was younger. They're like, what's wrong with it? Like, it just tore up. It's okay. Like, you know, she fixed it or whatever. But as a mom now, I would be more concerned about, like, someone thinking, like, that's an invite for my daughter. Like, she's wanted, or she, like, especially things nowadays. But I've always been that, like, scared of the world. Yeah. You know, I've always been fearful of getting raped or getting taken by someone in a white van, or, you know, like, just stories my mom's told me, you know, like, guys jerking off in front of you at a bus stop or something, because it's happened to her. Yeah.
Oh, you know, you're gonna tell me that happened to you?
No. That's why I wasn't allowed to take public transportation. You know, but, like, yeah, like, obviously just
that's just some LA shit.
Yeah, obviously, but that's all we known, you know. I never left LA till us, you know. So,
I mean like LA shit, like not LA County, like that's LA.
Oh, maybe.
Ain't never seen that, even in Southgate.
I was about to say she was in Southgate at the time, so I don't know. I'd have to ask her. So
she's probably like on the other side of the freeway.
She was somewhere where she wasn't supposed to be, Mom.
Yeah.
That's telling Grandma.
Where the fuck did that?
Yeah, but like
I'm not denying it did. I'm
No,
like,
yeah,
for
like-
sure. Like that's a LA shit. Like
yeah, she would tell us like stuff like that all the time. She'd be like, yeah, the one time I wanted to smoke pot, we bought it and we were gonna do it, and then they sold us oregano or pencil shavings, and so she's like, I didn't even get to smoke pot, and I was like, wow, that sucks. Like, so she's like, I just never did it again. I wasted my money, and I was like, okay, she's all right, you know, that's funny.
that's funny.
Yeah.
That is super funny.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my mom's told me like a whole bunch of other stories that I'm just like, made me cautious of the world, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, things like that. Just, yeah, no, like I said, just like, obviously thinking about it now, just the big discussion would be clothes. You know, obviously don't want my daughter dressing like a slut, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't want her dressing like a slut, never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, no, I want her to dress how she feels to express herself. But if that involves having a kuka out, I'm sorry, Andy, but no, you know?
Yeah, I
like,
think
same thing
that,
with
yeah.
you, Eli. Like just
what?
because you're a boy doesn't mean you can have your penis out, no.
Yeah, and I think as far as like the liberties kids have will progressively be more and more, and that's fine. But until they're out of our house, then they're gonna have some say in what they're gonna do or dress. But yeah, I just brought that up because I thought that was funny because it's, you know, you have similar thoughts when you're working. You're like, oh, I'm never gonna be that kind of boss, and then I probably have the same thoughts as a kid.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna
Or
be that kind of
sometimes you
parent.
just, yeah, exactly. So,
But you have to be.
yeah, because I was even thinking, I was like, what's the problem? Like, I'm not showing my ass. I'm not showing my boobs. Like, I never really showed my body in high school, you know? And I was like, I don't want you wearing that. But it was the fact that, like, at the time in Downey or whatever, hardcore kids and punks were, like, fighting. And my sister's friends were, like, the hardcore kids or whatever. And I was, like, with, like, the punk kids at the time, whatever. And then, my mom heard a story, like, they were just beating up random punk kids anywhere.
Yeah.
Or back and forth. And my sister was, like, telling her friends to look out for me and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I don't fucking need to be looked out for. I'm fine. I'm my own person. Even though I was, like, what, 12, even 13?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she just didn't want me getting hurt. You know, it wasn't about, like, people touching me or, well, I guess, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You get what I mean.
Just looking out for you.
Yes, exactly. So
Being a
by the time I was just like, I just want to wear because I like this music that I'm, you know, wearing on this vest, you know, like, what? But yeah, no, it's funny. But yeah, no, that's one. Probably could think about more if, you know, I'd remembered. If I had better
the
memory,
moral of the story is basically just as we're young and anybody being young, it's easy to say, I'm going to be this parent and I'm going to do or not do this. I'm going to allow or not allow this. But it's not until you become a parent that you understand the reasons your parents did things, even though you didn't agree with them. Or maybe you did.
Yeah.
But then you start to have that understanding of why. And then you'll see. To those parents who say they're never going to spank their kids, good luck. Good luck. I wish that was the case all the time. But sometimes you got to give them a little pat on the booty.
Yeah. For the most part, like I said, you just kind of pick up your own parenting style because there are parents who have gone the total opposite. You know what I mean? Like, they actually, like, talk to their kids, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, just a different form of punishment. Like, we've talked before, like, timeout and stuff, or whatever. And that actually works for some kids. Not ours, but some kids.
It works for us if we... ending any form of discipline, whether it be communicative or not, will work as long as everyone is on the same page.
Yeah.
And for Andy, that worked for a little bit. Her little castle was her tent. And then it just stopped, and we have too many people in the house.
Yeah.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Yeah.
You know? Or too many Indians, not enough chiefs.
I don't know. I just have too many chefs in the kitchen. That's easier for me to understand.
Too many spaghetti noodles in the pot.
You can never have no spaghetti noodles.
Too many meatballs.
Yeah, no, I guess
Cooking at once.
What would be something that you were grateful for that they showed you? Your parents.
I would just say everything.
Everything?
Yeah. I would be rather disappointed if I was raised any differently. I think it's interesting that my parents are liberals and I'm conservative. And I would say they probably raised me conservatively.
Yeah.
They believe in all this stuff, and they believe in God and all that stuff.
More towards conservative. You mean like?
Yeah, I grew up very liberal.
We talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up very liberal. Not saying that my parents pushed me in that direction, which obviously this is entirely a content for another episode. But yeah, I just think it's interesting that way because the way that that parenting style is typically more on the conservative side. That's the only reason I brought that up, without getting deep in that conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just interesting that they're not, and I am.
Yeah.
And I would definitely accumulate that to how I was raised. Because if it was more like, it's okay, Scotty, just tell me about your feelings, and we'll just deal with it as we go. Here's a talking tree, and when you have the tree, we just talk. And then when you're done talking, we'll just hug it out. That's not how my life was.
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah, definitely. Like I said, yeah, no, like I said, mine, I guess, was kind of like yours, not as strict. You know, we would have like dance parties or hide and go seek in the dark. You know, things like that. My mom would sing to us at night, tell us scary stories, or, you know what I mean, whatever it may be. And except for the most part, like, I remember, like I said, my childhood being great. My biological father, my mom, you know, like I said, my dad at the time, like, was a great dad. I never had anything bad to say. That's why when shit went down, I was just like, what?
Surprising, yeah.
And where's dad? Like, what the heck? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, like I said, for me, like, it was perfect. You know what I mean? It was fun. Obviously, like, I knew when I did something wrong, I deserved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't like, you know, getting hit for nothing, you know? But yeah, no, like, for the most part, I knew when I was doing something wrong or being sneaky, you know? But yeah, no, I just, yeah. I'm just grateful for, I guess, all the love they showed me, you know? 'Cause I hope, like, I like Eli and Andy and this new baby know how much we love them, you know? I think they do, but...
Yeah, a little too much.
But yeah, no, like I said, I just want to make sure they're having fun. But at the same time, it's like, I'm happy we're not letting them, like... Well, I guess I can't speak on that because Andy walks all over me, but, you know what I mean?
I think it's just perception. I perceive them to walk over you. Maybe it's not the case.
Yeah. That was a look of you're wrong.
No,
I'm right.
Just whatever.
I'll make it sound like you're like in the right way. But yeah.
You're just not the disciplinary one.
Yeah.
That's just it, which is fine. I don't think you'll ever be that person.
No, I mean, sometimes obviously when I get to that point, I can see it in Eli's face, like, fuck. You know, like, oh shit.
No, Eli's just looking, just like, what are you doing? Yes. Whenever you think you're going crazy or you get upset, he's just like, what?
Okay.
Like, I'm done. What?
That's
okay,
fine.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
What would you say is did you see difference from your parents to being grandparents?
Difference in parenting to grandparents. I think that at first it was very different. I don't know how to explain that. They're just spoiling. Probably, I don't know if that's a verb, but that's how I would have described my parents when Eli was first introduced into this world.
Yeah. I would say, like I said, yeah, but the one time, like, you told me, it was when we went back home to visit, you know, you finally were able to go to California from Louisiana, and you were like, what? You're like, where did this guy come from, you know? And I was like, he's a grandpa. Like, that's how grandpa's supposed to be, kind of, you know? But yeah, I know he was, like, running with Eli, jumping over Eli, and, like, all that stuff, and I was like, that's cute. you know. But yeah, like, 'cause that's my original review of parents. My mom obviously is, yeah, total opposite. You know, anything Eli says or does is okay. You know, whatever he says goes. If I yell at him, she's like, Alexis, don't you yell at my king. And I'm like, okay, Mom. Whatever. You know, like, obviously I don't mind, but, you know, that's how I see it. I think it's just funny. 'Cause obviously my mom was strict. She had to be, you know, for a while there. But yeah, no, like I said, it's just really different. But I love it. It's cute, you know. We'll see how much I love it when she lives here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told my sisters too. I was just like, if you give them any more candy, I'm sending you the dentist bill. Like, that's enough. But yeah, no, it's really cute. I like seeing everyone interact with our kids. It's nice. Really cute. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's it for today. I really don't have anything else to say. Do you have anything else to say or want to add?
I love you.
I love you.
I enjoy talking to you.
I enjoy talking to you.
Please remember to like and subscribe. Mm-hmm. If you don't know, we have a Facebook. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you guys found this video because of our Facebook. So if you didn't know, we have a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Please subscribe and like. We're also on Spotify and maybe on iTunes and Google Podcasts.
Yes.
Listen to us on the way to work. Listen to us on your way home from work. Listen to us when you need to get away from your significant other.
Mm-hmm. We have Instagram.
Do we?
Also, yes, we do.
Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, no, like I said, if you want to be interviewed possibly, let us know, you know. Give us some topics to talk about, anything you're interested in. Want to hear our take on something you might think is different or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, but that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye.
Bye.